is wrong with you? Are you recording? Please tell me you're not recording.
What is he doing? I can't see.
He's playing
That
with
light's hit. I see.
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear it. I can hear it.
Yeah. Did you set your link code to join me?
Yeah, I put it in.
What's up, everybody? I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did, because I definitely enjoyed that.
I definitely didn't.
Well, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. We've got nothing better to do. The show where we talk about movies, TV shows. Hold on, let me figure out this. There we go. Movies, TV shows, video games, and comic books. I'm your host, Nathaniel. This week, I am joined by Parker and Jeremy. And a very special week. Obviously signaled by the fact that we're on video. If you're listening to this on audio, it will be on video. All of our beautiful faces. But it's our 2-year anniversary. Not 4. That's 2. 2-year anniversary. We're doing this for 2 years. The exact day we started was yesterday, 2 years ago. But yes, we've been doing this podcast for 2 years. Crazy how time flies. Started this,
2 years ago?
July,
2 years ago.
August, September, October. 4 months after I moved back to California 2 years ago. Yeah, it's crazy how I've done this. It's also episode... Sorry, I still have the cough. It's episode 75. So 2-year anniversary, and it's episode 75. Crazy
Math
how that
doesn't add up.
That math works out. Because technically we should be on what, 104.
Yeah.
But
technically,
there was a few weeks where we had stuff better to do.
There was a few.
There was like 10 weeks this year where nothing was happening, so there was like nothing we could talk about. Also, we were just kind of lazy. But that doesn't matter because we're here and we're going to talk about stuff, right? So bright. Can I like change the brightness on this? Why is there not a dark mode?
On what?
On Google. Oops, sorry if you saw that. I just want to make sure that we're still recording. Well, just gonna have to deal with my face being really bright. Okay. First bit of news. We got a trailer for Raya and the Last Dragon, which is the new animated movie from Disney, starring what's her face? Kelly Marie Tran, everyone's favorite Star Wars actor. Trailer looks interesting. It obviously is based in like Asian, ancient Asian like mythology and the aesthetic. That's not the word I was looking for, but aesthetic. But I can't tell if it's like Chinese or like Japanese or like Vietnamese or what's going on, but it looks interesting. It looks a little cheesy. It looks very Moana-y, like very similar to like one like story and like the animation of Moana. I like the music in it, but obviously it's just a teaser trailer, so like we don't know too much about it. But it looks interesting. I don't know. I might watch it. I'm not like super interested in it right now. It's not like blowing me away. But what do you guys think of the trailer for Raya and the Last Dragon? Jeremy or Parker? Look down at you, Parker.
I'm watching it right now. It doesn't look like super good. I don't know. So something weird about the art style.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It looks a little, I don't know.
Oh, it is from the studio that brought you Moana. That makes sense.
Well, it's
It
Disney
makes a lot of
animation.
sense.
It's Disney animation. Yeah,
Oh,
makes a
is
lot
it?
of sense. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
What about you, Jeremy? What are your thoughts on the Raya and the Last Dragon trailer?
I thought it looked pretty good. I wasn't mind blowing or marking the
Brady
calendar,
Bunch.
but it definitely, if it's going to be one of the ones that like comes out on Disney Plus or whatever
I'd
comes out
watch it on
on,
Disney Plus.
I would definitely. I don't want to pay to watch it on Disney Plus extra,
No,
but
no, but I would watch it on
I
Disney
definitely, as
Plus.
soon as it came out on Disney Plus, I would try to watch it.
Yeah, I'd watch it on Disney Plus. Next bit of news, Jared Leto. Jared Leto is going to reprise his role as the Joker in Zack Snyder's Justice League in the Snyder Cut. So this was just announced like 2 days ago or something like that. So there's reshoots for the Snyder Cut. Some of them obviously involving the Joker, and so they're bringing back Jared Leto as the Joker, probably because he kind of got the short end of the stick. In regards to Suicide Squad, they filmed like almost enough to make a whole movie with the Joker, and then he got like 5 minutes of screen time or something like that.
I haven't seen a DC movie like any of the new DC movies except for the Joker, if you can count that.
It is a new DC movie,
Yeah, it's a
so
DC
I would.
movie.
Yeah,
It's
but
just-
it's not like in
it's
the
not, like,
same universe as the
canon.
what. It's not like the same universe as.
It's not the DCEU, as they
Yeah.
call it.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to watch the Snyder Cut just because I'm interested in what they're gonna do with it. But I mean, Jared Leto coming back. If I wasn't gonna watch it and you're like, dude, Jared Leto's coming back, I still wouldn't watch it. So I'm going to watch it regardless. But the fact that he's coming back, I'm not like, oh my gosh.
It hasn't changed anything for me.
Yes, exactly.
It made me more hyped. It's like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah. R.I.P. Quibi. If you don't know what Quibi is, it was
I
a
don't blame you.
mobile streaming service that launched amidst quarantine. And essentially their gimmick was, so Quibi is short for Quick Bites. And essentially the gimmick was, when it launched, is that they had a bunch of like shows that were in portrait mode. So like your phone going up like this. Oh, my phone's screen is really dirty. You can see it. But going up and down like that as opposed to horizontal. You could watch shows that were filmed for that in quick bites. So they're like 10-minute or 5-minute chunks. And that was the whole gimmick. And some of the shows on there looked interesting, but like not so interesting that I would want to pay for another service to watch it in portrait mode in 10-minute chunks. Like, just make it a regular show. But then they also eventually got like movies on there, and like the shows and like the people that made Quibi like content were like pretty high caliber. But again, just I don't know. At least for me, the barrier of entry was it was filmed in landscape, and you watch everything in 10-minute bites. Just like if I want to watch a movie on my phone, I don't want to watch it in portrait in 10-minute chunks. So I guess most of the population agrees with me, because the $2 billion streaming experiment has failed. They were looking for a buyer because they were losing a bunch of money. No one wants to buy it, so they're just shutting down. And also, like, the CEO was like, yeah, oh, you know, it was a bad time to launch, like, with COVID and everything. It's like, no, this was the perfect time to launch because everyone's at home and they just want to watch TV. So if people still don't want to pay for your thing, then I don't know what to tell you. It was a failed experiment, and it is failing. It's shutting down. And then the last bit of news that we're going to cover, because we got some special stuff coming at the end, is we got the release of, it's on my TV right here, the Crown Tundra, the final DLC pack for Pokemon Sword and Shield. My camera's like zooming in and out. Jeremy's playing it on his Switch right now.
Yeah, me and Jeremy definitely aren't playing
Supposed
together.
to be paying
What?
attention.
Why?
Full attention
What?
to the pod. What?
But yeah, that released, and the three of us were definitely playing it yesterday, and it was freaking awesome. I love Pokemon. But so obviously not all of us are done with it yet. So let's just kind of go around and give our general thoughts, and we'll start with Parker.
It was really good.
It was really good. I liked that a lot.
I mean, I can't spoil anything. I can't say what I liked about it.
Well, yeah,
The
just
Crown
general
Tundra
stuff.
itself is huge. I still am finding places I haven't been to yet, even though I've probably put 10 hours into this DLC already.
Yo.
Jeez.
Okay.
So yeah,
Jeremy, what are your general thoughts? I'm gonna look at you.
Well, I literally started the
Does it
campaign
look
as
like
soon as
I'm
I got to
looking
the Dynamax Adventures, which, if you didn't know, that's where you find the legendary Pokemon, and that's as far as I've gotten because that's all I've done so far.
Well, how are you enjoying the Dynamax raids?
Oh, they're really fun. I wish, I don't know, I feel like each one's a little, I wouldn't say short because they do take a while, but it's,
Yeah.
I just want to know that there's stuff after I catch all the legendaries. It's not going to be like, hey, there's 25 Pokemon you can catch, but after that, this whole activity is useless for you. I want to be like, okay, now there's other like good stuff I can do with it.
Yeah.
there is a mode that makes it unlimited
Which does sound like a lot of fun, so I want to try that out.
or endless is what it's called.
Yeah. So for me, I did one of the legendary quests. I've been doing some of the Dynamax adventures with the boys. This boy and that boy. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I've only put in like a few hours. I don't know how many we played yesterday. Maybe like 4 or 5 hours yesterday, and then like an hour right now. But yeah, it's super fun. I'm really excited to like explore the region. One of the things I love about Pokemon is the story, even though it's not always like the best. I just love story content, storytelling, all that fun stuff. So I'm really excited to dive into the rest of the story, and I'm super excited to start the Galarian Star tournament. So I feel like that's going to be super fun because obviously the joy of Pokemon is battling. So, but yeah, what I've done so far, I love the Dynamax adventures. I think they're really cool. I was like wary about the rental Pokemon at first, but after using them, like I get why they did it because they're like not super strong Pokemon, but with like good movesets, so that it's still more of a challenge going against these Pokemon. Because if you just have your Pokemon that are like IV, EV trained with super good movesets, you would just destroy everything.
Yeah.
But with the rental Pokemon, like you have to, there's some strategy involved, and like it makes it a little more interesting and gives it a little bit more challenge. So I do like that a lot. I'm actually okay with that decision. But yeah, and like the one legendary story I did, I won't spoil anything, but it was fun. It's like it's short, which I'm glad there's multiple of them. But the first one I did was short, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. So yeah, Crown Tundra. I'm liking it a lot so far. But that's it for news this week. And so because it's our 2-year anniversary, last year we did an AMA, basically Ask Us Anything. I think we had Ben and Brady last year, but they couldn't make it this week or this year.
Because they're dead.
They're not dead. But, that's not going to stop us from having some fun. So we've all got some questions from you guys. You sent it to us on Instagram and whatnot. And so we're going to read some questions. I have a bunch. I think Parker has some too. And we're all going to answer the questions that were asked because I know some of us have more than others. But Parker, actually, why don't you start us off with some of the questions that you got?
Well, I can start us off with one that came from something that someone said last year during our AMA.
Oh,
Connor Brandt he just wants us to discuss my uncanny resemblance to Patton Oswalt again.
Patton Oswalt.
Yeah.
I don't know if you look that much like Patton Oswalt.
I'm gonna have to get a refresher.
Nah, I don't know. Here, I'm gonna pull up a picture of Patton Oswalt on my phone.
I don't see it as much anymore. Maybe last year I was a lot.
A little chunkier.
Yeah, last year.
A little rough around the edges.
Okay, if you don't know who Patton Oswalt is, I'm trying to find a good
Which,
picture
if you
of
don't,
him.
who are you?
Okay, here's a picture of super blown out.
Wow,
Wait for it
that
to
is-
adjust.
I love that ring.
Hold on. Yeah, the ring light. Okay, maybe you'll be able to. No, wait. There you go. Oh, the ring light. I can't. Wait. My phone is super. Okay, that's Patton Oswalt. You can kind of see him, right? Doesn't really look like. Parker, look at your camera. I mean, I could see it. Like if like I didn't know either of you, and someone was like, "Oh, hey, that's his uncle," I'd be like, "Yeah." But
Just
Yeah.
you don't
Yeah.
look
Yeah.
like exactly the same. I mean, even if I've known you for years, and you're like, "Oh yeah, my uncle's Patton Oswalt," I'd be like, "Oh, I can see it." But yeah, I don't know. I mean, kind of, I guess. I don't know. All right, let me pull up a question. Okay. So this question comes from my dad, Mukesh Chan.
My dad.
He says, his question is, what is your favorite 80s movie and why?
80s movie. Oh.
That's actually a really tough question.
I gotta just like generically look up 80s movies.
Yeah, just to make sure everything that I'm thinking is like.
So I'm gonna forget some
Blinding
bangers.
light.
There are some very good ones. Just these aren't my favorites. I'm just gonna list off some. We got The Outsiders, Full Metal Jacket, Top Gun.
Okay, so one of mine has to be
Goonies.
Goonies is up there.
Goonies is a solid. Oh, I know one that's probably for Nathaniel might be Tron.
Yeah, Tron is definitely up there. It might be Blade Runner.
The original. Oh, that is a very good shout.
original Blade
That might be
Runner.
mine too.
Yeah, I think it might just be Blade Runner. I would say Blade Runner, probably Blade Runner, Goonies, Tron are like my top three. But I think it would be Blade Runner. Just because Blade Runner like created the modern like sci-fi aesthetic. Like Blade Runner created
the Outrun.
cyberpunk and like
Created cyberpunk and a lot of different other kind of
Yeah.
subgenres of that kind of
yes. Also,
like,
it's
dystopian.
it's a great movie and it has Harrison Ford in it, who is like
And he's
my-
actually really good in this movie.
like my celebrity crush is Harrison Ford. So
Oh, we got Footloose.
he's my main crush Monday. Ooh, Footloose. Gotta cut loose.
For an off pick. This isn't my favorite, but this is one that I actually really enjoy, and I think it is like a not a guilty pleasure, but kind of like a cult classic for me. Is Short Circuit. You ever guys see that movie?
I've never seen it, but everyone always talks about it. I've always
It's
heard
like
good
one of
things
those
about
ones where it's like it's not the greatest movie, but there's just something about it. You just like, oh, this is kind of like this. This is pretty good. And I remember I watched it, and there's some very funny lines from it that even to today I can still quote.
What about you, Parker? What's your favorite movie from the 80s?
The first thing that came to my head was Empire Strikes Back, so I think it would have to be that.
I forgot that came out in the 80s.
Oh, that's 80s.
Oh, that's probably up there. I think Blade Runner still takes it for me, but yes, Empire Strikes Back is still.
That or Spaceballs.
Oh, gosh.
Baseball.
That movie came out in the 80s?
Yeah, I just saw it.
Dang. Okay, I did not know that. All right. So this is a two-part question, which it was aimed at me, but we can all answer this, I guess. This comes from Joel Faust, my brother-in-law, says, "You single? Why are you single?" Well, yes. To the first question, I am single. 2, I couldn't tell
You
you.
don't have to answer.
I was gonna say I prefer not to answer.
I don't know why. I couldn't tell you.
I feel like it's
But-
not up to me solely, so
Yeah, it's not
I feel
entirely
like-
up to us. So, just praying
And
for some
also-
divine intervention, if you know what I'm saying. But
ooh.
yeah.
Oh, I just lost.
You just lose your raid.
Yeah,
We did?
Well, who are you fighting?
Landorus.
Oh.
What the heck?
Okay,
I
Parker.
wasn't even paying attention.
Give us another question.
Okay. Should I do one of yours?
Oh yeah. You can do
Okay.
Did you
one.
give him questions?
Yeah, I gave him a couple.
Yeah, he gave me 2. All right. What is your favorite food?
Okay, what's yours? So you answer first because it's your question.
Favorite?
Okay.
You can't just what?
Well, it's questions about anything. It's AMA. Ask me.
But
anything.
that's such like an open question.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
have
more-
a
I have-
favorite food.
I have more generic questions than that I've been asked.
Why is the sky blue?
Yeah.
Actually, that's a very specific question.
Why is it pizza?
No, it's actually not pizza. And in the past, I would say my mother's meatloaf. Honestly, but
I feel
now
that. though. My
I think
mom
I would
makes good
say
meatloaf, too.
I think I would say now it's just steak.
Steak.
like,
What kind?
I used to not
what kind
be
of
a big-
steak? Give me like New York
so
T-bone,
New York strip is what I've been getting a
Tomahawk.
lot. There's a local butchery
filet mignon.
that I've been getting prime New York strip from, and
I
learning how to cook that in a cast iron. So cast iron New
Sound
York
like my-
strip
You
would,
sound like my mother.
yeah.
Not
Well,
in a
your
bad
mother's
way,
a
though.
good cook. She knows
Yeah,
what she's
that's
talking
true.
about.
She is a
um,
good cook.
I love prime rib. Oh my gosh. If we're talking about steaks, it's not my favorite food. Actually, tri-tip. I love tri-tip too.
Ooh, these are all
My
very.
mouth is
delicious.
like watering right now, dude. I'm so hungry.
But I would, if I had to pick a favorite food though, I think I would go with home smoked carne asada tacos. My
Ooh.
dad smokes carne asada, and
That's-
it's
That sounds
so
good.
good.
That sounds good. Yours are
or
both
even
like
just grilled
super,
carne
like,
asada.
super hearty, like meaty food. But mine is my favorite food is sushi.
Cotton candy.
No,
Oh,
specifically
sushi's really good.
specifically
I don't
eel
like
sushi.
sushi.
I love eel or unagi. I love unagi sushi. It's so good. It's the best thing
Crap.
ever.
Sushi,
Any-
yeah, sushi is really good.
I love sushi.
I'm-
Any roll with
sushi
eel
for
on
me.
it is like an instant, like at least an 8 out of 10. Like I love eel sushi.
Oh.
That's my favorite food, eel sushi. Jeremy, did you get any questions? Did any?
I kind of forgot to post it. I mean, I tried posting. I tried. No, it's my Instagram is weird for like some reason. I can't repost other people's posts unless I'm tagged in it. So I was trying to like repost one of your guys' stuff, but it wouldn't let me.
Oh.
And then it ended. I was at work, and so I like got off my break, and I forgot to after. So that's my bad.
It's whatever. I got a bunch of questions. Okay.
Okay.
This is another question. A lot of people, I didn't say like one per person, so a lot of people gave me like 5 or 6 questions. So you're gonna have some repeat customers. So this is another one from Joel, which I guess if you've listened to the show at all, you would already know the answer to this. But what's your dream job? Obviously, I want to be a filmmaker, specifically a director, but I also want to write and have a hand in like editing and stuff, but specifically directing and writing screenplays. That's my dream job. That's why I'm doing the things I'm doing. So that's my dream job. Jeremy, what's your dream job?
Well, mine is very similar because, well, we're both in films. But mine, I think for me, it'd be more camera side, more like a DP or like head of grip. Like more, I like the hands-on in the production. I'm definitely not a director. I found that out, and I've come to terms with I probably won't direct anything, but I'm really good at helping other
There's nothing
stuff.
wrong with that.
Yeah,
nothing
it's
wrong
like
with
I thought I was like, oh, I got to be a director. Everyone at the film school is like, oh, I'm gonna be this director
Yeah,
or
everyone was
this
like, "I'm a
and all this
director."
stuff. And I was like, you give me something to do and I'll do it. Like I'm not good at telling people what to do, but I can do a lot of
Same.
stuff. So
Well,
come to terms with it. And
I love like the cinematography side of like filmmaking too, which I guess I'd have a hand in that in like directing. But like I love what like DPs do. It's so great. I don't have that great of a knowledge of like camera and lighting to do it, but like I love like Roger Deakins. Holy crap, that dude knows how to freaking light. Phenomenal DP. So yeah, DPs are cool. What about you, Parker? What's your dream job?
Mine is nothing to do with your guys's.
Yeah.
Didn't you, all of you guys, like the whole group, you, Brady, not Ben, but like all of you met in film class?
No.
Brady and I did. Jeremy and
Brady.
we just met because our friends were friends, and then we
Okay.
started hanging out.
Well, I want to be a PA, physician's assistant.
You say you want to
I
pee.
don't- Yes. I don't know what kind.
What does a physician's assistant do?
Well, there's a lot of them. There's like, so if you've ever been to like an emergency care place that's not the emergency room, a
Mhm.
lot of times the doctor you see doesn't have their MD and didn't go to medical school.
Like an urgent care or something?
Yeah, like an urgent care. Almost everyone you see is usually a nurse practitioner or a PA.
Mm-hmm.
So you could go that route, and that can go higher. You can just stay there, or you can work under an actual physician, and help them with whatever they need. Really,
So what would you want to do?
I would love to work under a surgeon. That would be.
Dude, there's like
What
a
kind of
light.
surgeon?
There's a light show going on in your screen,
I know.
dude. Your
I know.
face is changing colors.
I just caught a jinx.
Jinx. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. What were you saying?
No, it's the reason I want to do that is because when I broke my back in high school.
You broke your back?
Yeah, my junior year.
I don't like you physically broke. Like, wouldn't you be
Mhm.
paralyzed?
Because I didn't break. I broke
You just
know
break a
that
disc?
big knob right at the base of your neck that everyone has?
Yeah.
I broke that off.
Oh. Ow.
Like clean off?
And
Ow.
it's still in
Football?
my body. It's still
Well,
just broke. It's
Yeah.
lifting.
Football. Oh.
They never removed it. I never
Was
got
it like
surgery.
squatting? You like the bar slipped to just ah.
I was doing box step ups, and I stepped down from the box with a barbell on my back with 225,
Oh.
and rolled my ankle on the way down.
Oh.
And the bar came slamming down onto my
Sorry,
back.
I asked. So that is what happened. You were doing a squat and it's like gross.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. I'm sorry that happened, but that's disgusting.
Okay, so not to interrupt, but I was for some reason I'm still looking up 80s movies just because I knew I was forgetting a lot, and I have to like point
Oh,
out we
yeah.
missed so many: Back to the Future, Ghostbusters, Star Wars Episode 5, The Shining, Raiders of the Lost Ark,
Ooh,
Princess
that's up
Bride,
there. Oh, that's also
Die
up there.
Hard, The
That's,
Terminator.
Oh my gosh. Oh, so many good. But
You
no,
forgot
Blade
Airplane,
Runner. Blade Runner
Terminator.
is definitively my favorite 80s movie.
Yeah,
But all
I'd
those
say Blade
movies are
Runner.
great.
These are all I totally forgot about. These are all 80s movies.
Yeah, all those are great though. Okay, next question. Oh, is another movie from a specific year question. Okay, so I was born in 1998. So another question from Joel Faust is, what is your favorite movie from? I guess we'll do the year you were born. Well,
Well, I'm 1990. We're all
1998.
98.
Okay.
98.
Okay, so yeah, movies from 1998.
What movies came out then?
I don't
I have
think
no
there's
idea.
any. I don't
Bugs
remember there
Life
being any good.
and
Oh,
Oh, Bugs Life. Okay.
Saving Private Ryan.
oh, that's a good
Oh, like okay.
Armageddon, Enemy of the State,
Armageddon.
Godzilla.
Ooh,
These are
big,
all,
like
like-
oh,
The Big
ooh.
Lebowski.
Prince of Egypt came
Oh.
out in 1998.
We're Waterboy.
Oh gosh,
Waterboy is so
Blade.
funny.
It's a good year for
Small
movies.
Soldiers. Ooh, The Mask of Zorro. That's a great movie.
Okay, let's look up 1998 in film. Highest grossing
I think mine might be The Prince of Egypt. That's such a good movie.
That is a very good
I love it so
and
much.
very underrated Disney movie.
It's not Disney. It's DreamWorks.
It's not Disney?
Mm-mm.
It's
That's good DreamWorks. Like pre-Shrek. Like Shrek was like the peak of DreamWorks. Or I guess like maybe not the peak. It was like the end of DreamWorks being good.
No?
For a while. For a while.
For a while. They brought it back.
Or I guess Shrek 2 would be. Shrek 2 would be the end of them being good.
Yeah, Shrek 2 was very good.
Mulan also. Oh, Rush Hour? Dang.
Rush Hour is good. Shout.
Yeah, Saving Private Ryan. No, for me, it'd probably be Prince of Egypt. That's just such a good movie.
Okay,
Once
I'm
I
gonna
called
go-
your brother. Once just a chance to make you laugh. With
Just
joy
to add
of
some-
one day.
Mulan came out.
La 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 li, la 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 la.
Mask
Sorry.
of Zorro.
Mask of Zorro is a great movie.
That's good. Okay, just so we don't all go same movie, I'm gonna go with Waterboy because I do think that is a very funny movie. But I do also think Prince of Egypt is very good.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Parker? What's you just Saving Private Ryan, right?
Yeah, I think Saving Private Ryan.
I
haven't
watched that
it in a
for the
long
first time this
though.
year, actually.
Oh wow.
It's good. It's really good. It's very good.
It's
Won
good.
like
Very
5
good.
Oscars. It's very good. Okay.
good.
You got another question for us, Parker?
Yeah. Let me. Here's one from Chase Van Wyck on the football team.
Okay.
He says, "What would you call a chicken pot pie without the chicken?
A-
Pot pie or chickenless pot pie?"
It would just be a pot pie, wouldn't it?
But
Is
The
a pot
question
pie
is-
normally have
is-
chicken in it? Or can it
Yeah,
not?
is it-
A chicken pot pie has chicken in it.
but
If I look up
can
pot
you
pie,
have other pot pies? Let's look at pot pie.
I can confirm there
No.
are other pot pies.
so pot pie could have anything
So
in it.
So it would just be pot pie.
It would just be a pot pie.
Okay.
Because pot pie isn't
you
default
can have
chicken.
since you can have other pot pies.
Yes.
While chicken pot pie is
It's
definitely
common.
the
It's popular,
most common.
but it's not the
You
default.
can't have beef. Oh,
Yeah, beef,
I don't want chicken
seafood.
pot pie.
You could have a turkey pot pie. My mouth is watering. I'm
Ooh.
starving. We keep
That
talking
sounds
about
so
food.
good on Thanksgiving. A
We keep
turkey
talking about
pot
food.
pie.
The best pot pie I've ever had was a buffalo chicken pot pie. Really good.
I could see that being good. Okay. Well, it's kind of a. Give us another question. That was just a yes or. This is essentially a yes or no question. This is one or the other.
Okay. This one is from you.
Oh, okay.
If you could live in any fantasy world, what would it be and why? Oh.
Any
I have
fantasy
a feeling. Wait, actually, I don't know if you would want to live there. I don't know. Well, you have to answer
In Middle
first.
Earth?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that what you're thinking?
would-
I don't know
would
if I
you-
want to live there.
I don't want to live there either.
I don't want to. I mean, if I could be a mage or
Ring
something
Wraith's just gonna
cool,
show up at your
yeah.
house and stab you.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah,
don't.
think about
I mean,
like
what fantasy world isn't like that, though?
Well, not like fantasy, like basically anything that's not reality. So it could be anything, like not just
okay, well,
fantasy.
it's like I feel like all of the good ones I think of, like you have to be like it's the same thing with like My Hero. Like it'd be a great like world to live in.
If you had a good
Only
quirk.
if you had a good quirk. And so like a lot of these places, like
Yeah.
it'd be so cool to be in Star Wars if I was a Jedi or if I was a bounty
If you're
hunter. But
force sensitive or
realistically,
something.
I'm a farmer or something. I'm getting murked by a bounty hunter.
9 times
Yeah.
out
So I
of
gotta
10,
find
you're
a
a
world
farmer.
where I can survive.
Mhm.
So are we thinking like
I know.
if we're in that world,
I know what my
we can
answer
pick what
is.
we are?
Yeah.
Well, just
If I could
no,
be a-
just in general, if you could live anywhere.
Well,
So essentially, you're starting from the same starting point as everyone else. You have the potential, but also you could not have the potential. I know what my answer is.
yikes.
This is yours.
Mine's Pokemon.
Yeah,
I'd live in the Pokemon world because you have
Yeah,
no
that
matter
is a
what, you have the
very
potential
solid-
to be like the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause.
That is
I
a
would
very
travel
good one.
across the
Probably what I would have gone with.
No, I would
Can't
be
said that.
the best freaking Pokemon trainer ever, and my ace, my partner, would be Mega Charizard Y, and would kick everybody's butts.
But hey, I would just want Rayquaza. There's only one Rayquaza.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's another? Okay, I gotta.
This is hard.
No, because there's
These
multiple
are. Okay,
versions
I'm gonna
of
Google
legendary,
this.
so I don't know. I don't know.
Fictional worlds to live in. Let's Google this
Okay,
to get
I'm gonna
some
pull up some. You're gonna see
extra opinions. Middle Earth, Narnia, Westeros, Westeros
gosh.
no go.
Westeros is a big no-go.
What's West?
As a
What's Westeros? That's Game of
From
Thrones,
Game of
isn't
Thrones.
it? Yeah.
Game of
No,
Thrones.
heck no. I want to live there. Screw that.
Okay, so 25 fantasy worlds from the past 25 years.
Well, if you
we
look up
want
fantasy, it's just gonna be like
But I just feel like
medieval
fantasy
times
is
or,
going to
like-
be a lot of. These are terrible choices.
It's like, so I want to say somewhere like Star Wars, but you just know I'd get put in and I would be one of the slave children or something. Like it's
But then
inevitable.
you could become Han Solo.
I don't really want to be Han Solo though.
I don't know.
If I had to live in like a high fantasy medieval, it would probably be The Legend of Zelda.
Legend of Zelda is a very good choice. Lion Witch in the Wardrobe would be an off choice. That
Narnia.
wouldn't be great.
Well,
It'd
you'd be
cool
like
to
a
live in for a little
well,
bit.
yeah.
But I would probably be a bear because there's like no humans.
Yeah, true.
Who would want to live in Silent Hill?
No.
Ooh, Elder Scrolls is a good pick.
Elder Scrolls is gonna be cool. Because
That'd be
again,
cool.
essentially, you could just be whatever you wanted.
Oh, you
Yeah.
could just crouch all the time and be a rope.
You're just crouching around, knocking stuff over, stabbing people.
Why does everyone put Alice in Wonderland? I feel like that'd be.
No, that's like an acid trip. Heck no, I don't want to do
I
that.
know.
Heck no. Why would you want to do that?
Let's look at Kura.
Using the Force.
Fictional setting. Okay. Star Wars. Marvel DC Universe would be, if I was a superhero, very cool and something I would pick. Even if I had like just an okay superpower, I would take that.
But the thing, like with like, if you're a DC or Marvel, like, your superpower has like a 99.9% chance to be only good. Like,
But no, if you
But, like, if you're in My
look at the
Hero-
amount of like I'm not talking about like in mainstream. There's so many more just like side characters who are referenced once who have superpowers. Like you got Squirrel Girl.
Yeah,
who
well,
got her own
Squirrel Girl-
comic book.
Squirrel Girl has the power that she always wins. So, but I mean, like, if you're in like a Marvel or DC hero, like
I just
your
no, I'm not
power
saying- I'm
wouldn't
not
be
saying-
negative towards you. If you're like in My Hero, like your power could be stupid, like it could do nothing good or it could physically hurt you. So I would much
there
rather be
are
like a
sure-
Marvel hero than a My Hero
I'm
hero.
saying it would be good, but like there's also not like I'm kind of like the My Hero. I feel like there's a better chance of just getting some power, but in the Marvel, like it's usually a lot better if you get one.
But I mean, like if you think
thing
even
is,
like
in Marvel, it's
My Hero,
one
like
in
Deku's mom can just like bring
levitate
things
small
closer.
items.
Yeah, like
But that's cooler than being a civilian that gets murked by Hulk and he goes angry.
well, just don't live in New York. That's where all the superheroes are.
And then
Unless-
it's like, what's the difference between
Unless
living
you are a
in?
superhero, then you can live in New York.
I just want some power that gives me
Okay.
abilities.
Okay, we'll do this because you guys are so indecisive. If you could be like one of the coolest people in any of the fantasy worlds, which one would you pick?
Lord of the Rings. Middle Earth.
That is I'd have to go. Oh, so hard. Star Wars, very good choice because one, you got lightsabers.
Someone said lightsabers.
Marvel would be cool, but it'd be so kind of boring. Oh, I'm super strong and ooh, I evolve over time. Oh, so cool. Right. I don't want to go Star Wars because I feel like it's so cliche.
Just go Star Wars. If you want to go Star Wars, go Star Wars. Who cares?
I can't be cliche.
Oh my gosh. Okay, next question. We're moving on.
Okay, let's go Star Wars.
Okay,
Okay, you're gonna have to do a lot because my other questions are like.
Okay, this is from Mitch. Shout out to Mitch Herod, one of my classmates. He says, "You get to." This is kind of a similar question. You get to time travel to any time period. What year, and why? And then what would you change? This is a tough question. This is a tough question. I didn't even think about this before I read it. Travel to any year. If I could travel to any year, I would go back to probably like 1984, 1985, just to see the 80s at their peak.
Do we get to come back?
Yeah. But if I were to go,
look what I put in the
yeah,
Discord.
I want to stay there. If I were to go somewhere and change something, that's a tough question. I don't know.
That's a very tough question. What would I change? I guess we can't go forwards.
What if I don't want to change anything?
Well, yeah. Okay. Well, let's do. If you could go to any time period, where would you go? I guess going back. If you go back in time to any time period, where would you go?
I don't know. I feel like it'd be kind of cool. It'd be terrible because I would catch the plague or something. But go back to like medieval times where there's swords and everywhere, and just like go out in armor and just fight for like a little bit, and then go back to my normal life of being protected 3 meals a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like one of those ones where like
That's
hypothetically
life.
that'd be cool, but realistically, I'm dying.
Yep. Eat nothing but potatoes.
Look what I posted on the
Potatoes.
Discord.
Yeah, I saw that. What about you, Parker? What time period would you go to, or what year?
Gosh.
The year you were born and stop your parents from or the year your parents met and stop them from meeting.
No,
Yeah,
but
just to see what would happen.
But it's the paradox.
Yeah.
Turns out another one of me comes from another future and makes me stop.
I mean, it's like
Shoots
infinite.
you.
I'm pretty sure, wasn't it? There's like a Family Guy episode or something where it's like they go back in time to stop something, and then someone comes back in time to stop the stopping, and it's just like a bunch of people coming back at the same time,
look at
and they all
Toga Kiss
start
on my
fighting.
screen.
It's like, okay, we need to sort this out. You all leave.
Look at Toga Kiss on my screen.
I can't.
It looks like he's bouncing.
She's
Post
just
a picture in Discord.
she's just going back and forth. There's Urshifu. Wait, you can't see him. There, now you can see him. Venusaur hopping around. A giant frog. Okay. Well, I don't know. We'll do another question then. That was a hard question. Thanks for sending that.
It is
Mitch.
really hard. It's like one you have to think about for a long time.
I would have to think about that for a while. Okay, I guess this is more directed towards me. I think Jeremy could also answer it, but I didn't know what part. So Spielberg or Lucas? Obviously Steven Spielberg, because
Yeah.
how many more movies? How many more movies has he made?
How many
on one
cult
hand,
classics?
but also how many more good movies has he made than George Lucas? George Lucas is arguably the more successful. Not even arguably, he is the more successful.
Hello?
As opposed to
I'm doing something. Oh wait! Oh, I muted the wrong one.
no, we can hear you. We can
We
hear you.
could hear the whole thing.
Okay,
I
anyways,
muted it on my computer, but I'm using.
as opposed
I'm so
to
sorry.
George Lucas has made a couple good movies,
He's made some.
but he's
I
more
feel like-
successful.
I feel like
But-
Lucas has a higher peak slightly, but Spielberg overall
Is the better director?
better for me.
Yeah,
He's
better
just
filmmaker.
better.
In general. Yeah,
I would agree.
that's the easy question.
if you think of like iconic movies, you got Star like the
Jaws,
original Star
Indiana
Wars.
Jones, Saving Private Ryan, Close Encounters, Amistad, E.T. Like even movies he hasn't directed, just movies he's produced. Like there's a ton of great movies. Yeah, I would easily Spielberg. It's an easy question.
even his like non super good ones are still like these pretty good movies.
Ooh, this is a good question. This might stump. I don't know who it is off the top of my head. So this is from my dad again. Shout out to Mukesh. Who is the only non-Jedi in the original Star Wars trilogy to use a lightsaber?
Non-Jedi. To actually use one?
Yeah. I don't know.
In just the original trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Just like...
Is it Han?
Oh,
I feel like Han uses
Han?
like... Yes, it is.
Oh, he cuts out
Yep.
Luke.
Empire Strikes Back.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Han. It's Han.
Yeah.
Right.
Is that the only one?
Got it. I think so. I don't think anyone else uses it.
Let me Google it.
Luke, he was faking the whole time.
On Solo yet?
Okay, here's another question from Joel. What is the best TV show ever in your opinion?
Oh. That's not fair.
I don't...
Best TV show ever. That's hard. I don't know. I know, like, we did our favorite TV shows. That was one of the episodes that we did. But I don't know. There's too many like good TV shows that I haven't seen, so I don't know if I could answer that. But I guess it is in our opinion. Shoot, I don't know. I don't want to like be cliche or anything and say like The Office. I don't think The Office is the greatest TV show ever made though. Like easily. It's not.
But this is your favorite.
It's one of my favorite.
It's definitely one of my favorites too.
I don't know. That's tough.
It is tough.
Because I haven't even seen stuff like, well, like Band of Brothers, like all these like, just like super good cinematic like TV shows that are up there with like movies. I don't know. I don't know. That's hard.
Honestly, I don't know. Right now, all I want to do is rewatch Dragon Ball Z with my old roommate because he wants to watch it.
Dragon Ball Z is a good show. I like it a lot. I didn't know. I don't want to. I don't know. Okay, my three favorite shows though are The Office, Psych, and Avatar: The Last Airbender. Not in any particular order, so I don't know. I would one of those three. I don't know.
Psych is a very good show. So is
I would
Avatar.
put Game of Thrones up there. Ooh. Definitely top
You
3.
just like Amelia Clark.
Yeah, but she's not even in like not even half of it.
I am not hearing a no.
Oh, I said yeah.
Didn't he just post today?
Yeah,
and say
where he's
something
like,
is it weird
today
that
is a-
22-year-old
it's
dates
a-
a 34?
It's Amelia Clark's birthday, and he's like, "It's 22 to 34 with that weird of a gap. It's 12 years. So,
It's fine.
It's pretty weird.
It's not the worst I've heard of, but you know,
Don't bring her home.
she's also like she's shorter than you, and she doesn't look 34. There's a cat in your room.
Mm-hmm. She's meowing. Can you hear her?
Wait, is she taller than you?
Amelia Clark? No.
Oh, you just made a weird face when I said she's shorter than you.
Oh, yeah.
She doesn't look 12 years older than you, but that's just Hollywood.
No, she doesn't.
Let's look up her height. Oh, she's 5'2". Yeah, no.
Oh, it's just short. I don't know. What are I don't know. What are some of your favorite TV shows, Jeremy?
Those are all the ones you put. I would say are like up there on my list. I don't know. TV show's a hard one for me because like I like a lot of TV shows, but like I don't really have like one I consider my favorite. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is probably my favorite one that's like still going on. I really enjoyed The Office, Avatar, both of them. Second one not as good as the first series, but still very good. What else? Do I just look up best No, because there's
No.
some terrible TV shows. I'll just go with top. Are we just doing top 3?
Yeah, just do. I don't know. Because the question was, what do you think is the best TV show ever made? But that's too hard of a question.
Yeah, I don't think there's
Like with movies, it's
best
easy
TV
because there's like definitives. But I haven't heard or seen of like anything for TV shows, so I don't know.
TV shows. I'll go Brooklyn Nine-Nine just because it's still going on and I really enjoy it. What else in my top 3? How I Met Your Mother, just because it's like one of like the first TV shows I would say I binge watched.
Yeah, same.
I
Okay.
don't think it's the best TV show ever made, but I really enjoyed it, and maybe watching it again I wouldn't like it as much, but the first time I really enjoyed it.
Here's another question from my dad, which is an easy one. What is Indiana Jones' weapon of choice? The bullwhip.
A crossbow.
Can you imagine just no, okay. Best actor
Probably...
to play James Bond. I haven't seen a lot of James Bond movies.
I have actually never seen a James Bond movie.
I would say I like Daniel Craig a lot.
Yeah,
I would say Daniel Craig.
it's gonna be biased.
They're all
just
very
because-
different, but I
Yeah,
like
the only
Daniel Craig.
other one that like I can really remember
Pierce
top of
Brosnan.
my head was Pierce Brosnan.
GoldenEye was
Sean
good.
Connery, but-
GoldenEye's good.
That was
Sean Connery, yeah.
Cool. But I
Sean
feel like
Connery.
Daniel Craig for me.
My name is
It's-
Sean Connery.
I've lived in the Daniel Craig era,
Yeah.
and the ones he has put out have all
Roger
been
Moore.
good.
I think those are the only ones I can think. I would say Daniel Craig. I like Daniel Craig a lot. Okay, here's I got another question from Lauren Misore or Misore. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name, Lauren. She
Pick
asks,
my head.
"Do you have any phobias?" Yes, I do. I am
What?
insanely afraid of needles. I don't like them.
Needles?
Yes, and I wasn't always. I like became, I don't know, just irrational fear. I just became afraid of needles one time to the point where I have like panic attacks when I have to get like a shot. So I don't like needles at all. You should see the cat tail walk in front of your screen.
Oh my god,
That was so loud.
dude!
Well, do any of you have phobias?
No, I'm not afraid.
I don't know if I would consider it a phobia. I will do anything I can to avoid talking on the phone.
Oh, I don't like
I
it
will-
either. I don't like it either.
I will drive to the place and make an appointment in person
I won't.
Oh.
before I
I
will
guess
call them.
social anxiety would count because I won't do
Yeah.
either of those things. But
Yeah, I have social anxiety. I would say, there was like at college, like I'd go out to get food and every place would have lines, so I just go back to my room and wait 30 minutes. I was like, I don't want to wait in lines with people.
See, yeah, I don't know. I don't think mine's just specific to telephones. Like
I just
Okay.
don't like talking on the phone. I'd rather talk to you in person or you text me.
Okay, so I guess I have one phobia, and it's not really a phobia. It's more kind of like a habit, but also a phobia. It's like whenever I go to the bathroom at like, especially at other people's places, if there's a shower, I have to open the shower curtain before I go to the bathroom. It's just something I do every time.
Like Psycho,
And
you
it's
think
like-
he's gonna pop out?
No, I don't know like what started it, but it was like one of those things where it was like, it kind of came in my head and it's like, am I doing this because someone pointed out to me, or am I doing this because it's actual phobia? And I was like, I don't know. So I'm like, oh, and so I just do it.
Dude.
I like almost habit now.
Real talk coming out here, on the podcast. Okay, this is a fun one. This comes from Noah Wolf. Shouts out. He asks, McDanks or Burger King and why? Those are his exact words. Sorry if you just heard that burp. So I have grown up. I have never liked Burger King, so that's an easy McDanks. I love McDonald's. I probably eat too much of it. The McDouble and the McChicken are my bread and
Ooh.
butter.
Yeah, I would say there was a point in my life where I would have picked Burger King just because I had gone there. There was like
Character
it's close to
development.
where I went to church, and so we'd always go there. Like, and so I would liked it, but now I'd definitely say McDonald's. Just recently, I don't go there that much, but like, what is it? What's the breakfast one I always get?
I always get the McGriddle from McDonald's. It's so
McGriddle. It's so
good.
good.
So good. Oh my gosh. What about you, Parker?
I would have
McDanks
to
or
say
Burger King?
I would have to say McDank because I just can't stand Burger King.
Yeah, I've never liked Burger King.
It's I don't know. There's some things Burger King where I'm like, oh, this is good. Like their Western bacon because it was like $1.
No,
and
that's
it's a good
Carl's.
burger.
Carl's Jr. has the Western
No, but they have
bacon.
their own.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't Western bacon. It was just like a Western burger,
Oh, okay.
and it was
barbecue
good.
burger.
But I
The
just
one
think
I do
there's
like
stuff.
the croissant breakfast sandwiches they have at Burger King. That's the only thing I will ever get there.
If you want
I
breakfast,
I like Burger King's chicken nuggets better, but like most other things, McDonald's for me is
number
better.
1 for breakfast, Jack in the Box, easy.
Yeah.
Number
Easy.
2,
Jack in the Box?
Taco Bell, Crunch Wraps. Oh, so good. Number
I
3,
haven't had it at
McDonald's and McGriddle.
McDonald's. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Jack in the Box is good breakfast.
Yes, dude. Oh my gosh. The
Yes,
breakfast
yes.
burritos, the breakfast sandwiches, the breakfast jack is classic.
I'll
Get
have to try 'em out.
the grande sauce. Oh, my mouth is salivating like crazy just thinking about it. The grande, I might buy one. The grande sausage burrito from Jack in the Box is so good. It's
Okay, because I work.
my mouth is like dripping. I'm so
Okay,
hungry.
whenever I do merchandising on Wednesdays, I was like, I always get breakfast because it's like I'd go somewhere at 6 and then I have to wait until 7 until the next store opens. And so I was like, I always just get breakfast. I always go to McDonald's because it's super close and get the McGriddle. But
Yeah,
ooh, Jack in
McGriddle
the
is
Box, I
quick
might have
and
to try.
if you want like a quick and not greasy, get like a breakfast jack. That's like their default breakfast. They have a bunch of them, but the breakfast jack.
Yeah, I'll
But
have
if
to
you
try
want
out
like
Jack
a
in the
big,
Box.
if you want a hearty, greasy burrito, get the grande sausage burrito. It's sausage, hash browns, eggs, bacon, and creamy sriracha sauce. It's so good, dude. Oh my gosh. I think I might buy one like right now. I'm so hungry. Okay, Parker, give us another one of your questions.
I really don't have any more. The other ones were like, "Hey, what's up? Long time no see.
Well, answer the question.
Let's talk."
Answer the question.
I'm good, kinda.
Answer.
Life goes on.
Who's asking?
Parker Cron and
Oh, what's up, Parker? Cron?
Tinley.
All right. Okay.
Okay, I have a question.
Shouts out. Okay.
Are Pop-Tarts just fruit ravioli?
Okay. Moving on.
No, I want an answer.
Okay. Well, let's look up what's the definition of a ravioli.
This could take 30 minutes.
Yeah. Ravioli are a type of pasta comprising a filling enveloped in thin pasta dough.
Yeah, Joe.
Pasta dough is are
Now we have to
Pop-Tarts
look up what is.
made with pasta dough.
I don't know. Definition of a pop.
Pasta is a type of food typically made from unleavened dough of wheat flour mixed with water or eggs,
I guess they only did.
formed into sheets and other shapes, then cooked by boiling or baking.
Wait, with ravioli is it 2, or is it just 1 folded?
Okay, we're actually getting close. So, are Pop-Tarts made with wheat flour, and do they have eggs?
I'm sure
in them?
they are.
If they have
it's a
eggs in
pastry
them,
crust.
because technically they're unleavened dough. If there's eggs in them, I will give it to you. I will say they're fruit ravioli.
Oh, because it has.
Look up Pop-Tarts ingredients.
I doubt it does.
If it has eggs in it, I'll give it to you.
Because it does have pastry dough, and doesn't usually pastry dough have
Pastry dough is
eggs in it?
different than pasta dough.
I know it's different, but if it has eggs in it,
Look up
it does.
Pop-Tart ingredients, and if there's eggs in it, then I'll give it to you.
Pastry
What I
dough.
found is they don't.
Then they're not raviolis.
Yeah, no, it doesn't have eggs.
I mean, they're pastries. Pasta is savory. Pastries are.
Yeah, no, I was saying it's like the fruity version of ravioli.
Okay. Well,
Not the same.
next question. This comes from Rachel Taylor. She asks if you could have a dream guest on the podcast, who would it be? So I was just thinking about it. I think if I could have like a dream guest on the podcast, I'd want it to be someone who is like in pop culture, right? Who could like talk about the things that we're talking about. So I have two. So the first one is Chris Pratt. I feel like he would be awesome to have on a podcast, and he's just a big old, in the nicest. I mean, this is in the nicest way. He's just a big old dork. I feel like he would be awesome to have on here. And then the second one is Michael B. Jordan, because he's a big old nerd and he's really cool. So he could just talk about all the stuff that we talk about with him. Those would probably my two. And then also I could be like, yo, Chris Pratt's on the podcast, or Michael B. Jordan's on the podcast, and we would get a bajillion followers.
If we're talking about people in like with big names who are kind of like secretly nerds, I feel like we have to mention Terry Crews, because
World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft, he's a gamer. Or who's Henry Cavill?
Henry Cavill would be cool too, actually. What about you, Parker? Who would be your dream guest on the podcast?
Is it bad that the first thing that came to my head was
Emilia
Alpharad?
Clarke.
No.
Alpharad? Really?
Yeah.
That'd be a good one.
I haven't watched an Alpharad video in a long time.
I just started watching him again. So I think that's probably
After Steve came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alpharad would be cool.
I think that would be cool too.
Those are all good ones. Okay, this also comes from Rachel Taylor, and it's because... Okay. So she asked, would you accept a sponsorship from Domino's?
I'd accept any sponsorship.
No. I don't hate the company. They're probably a great company. I hate Domino's Pizza. Because for the past 10 years, at every single church function I've been to, they order Domino's Pizza. I can't escape it, and I've had it so much. I hate it. I hate it, but it's all we ever have, so I have to eat it because my stomach is an endless pit, and I'm always hungry, so I always eat it, and I hate myself afterwards because I hate Domino's Pizza. So no, on principle, no, I would not.
I would 100%
say they
take
offered
a
me
Domino's.
$1 million sponsorship
Dude, they gave
deal.
me $5,000, like
Yes.
$5.
I
would take it. Give me free pizza.
If they offered me $1 million sponsorship deal, yes. If not, no, I would not. So no, I would not, Rachel. Does that answer your question? Okay. We got some more. Okay, this is from my sister. This is directed toward... Jeremy can answer this question too, but this is mostly directed towards me. So, for my sister, Melanie Faust. She said, when did you decide you wanted to make movies and why? So this is a long-ish kind of story. So, my favorite movie is Tron Legacy, right? And
We're telling this story again.
well, no, okay. So I have been messing around with cameras since I was a little kid. We had a camcorder when I was little, and I remember making stupid movies with my sisters. When I was in middle school, my friend's dad got the first generation of androids. So he got a droid, which were like the powerhouses of androids, with this a really good camera with like 7 megapixels or something like that, something stupid. But I remember you could do in-camera editing, right? So you could be recording and pause your recording and then start recording again, all in the same thing. So like you could move stuff or whatever. And we made videos with that and just our phones, because we had Androids too. But we'd make videos. They are hidden on YouTube. You will not find them.
They're on YouTube.
You will not find them. I put them
What's
on
the
private.
channel?
I put it on private. I have them there simply for
Lame.
Chronicle's sake. At some point, maybe I'll bring them out. But
We have to do a reaction video to it.
I made... Oh, gosh. I don't know if I could stomach that. We should do one
Please.
for Mortal Kombat, though, in a few years.
No.
Yes.
But... So I'd been messing with cameras since I was little. I started helping out with media at my church when I was in 6th grade. And then in high school, so up to that point, up to like being in high school, I wanted to go to school for being an aerospace engineer. I wanted to design spaceships. I wanted to work for NASA. So my junior year of high school, I took a class called Video Tech. Shout out to Mr. Meunier.
Shout out.
Where I really I had experience with cameras, a very little experience with editing. I always liked cameras and movies and stuff, but I took this class where I got like an actual foundation on how to edit, how to shoot, how to do these kinds of things. I fell in love with it, and I was like, I don't know if I want to go do engineering anymore, because I was at the point in studying for engineering where we were doing insane math, and I hate math. I'm good at math, but I hate it. And that's 99% of engineering. There's 0.1% of fun science. 99% is math. And that's the reason I wanted to be engineering too. It's because I love space and science and all that. But I decided, I was like, I don't know if I could, or I guess I was like, I'm going to still take aerospace engineering my senior year, but I'm also going to take broadcasting, which was like the next step. So, well, I guess there was Video Tech 2, and then broadcasting, but I took Video Tech as a junior, so I was supposed to take Video Tech 2 as a senior, but I asked my teacher, Mr. Meunier, hey, can I skip it and do broadcasting? And because I'm just such a natural, he was like, all right, sure, whatever.
I don't think he cared.
He was like, no, go get permission. Or he's like, yeah, you can. He gave me permission. He like wrote it out, and I took it to the counselors, and I was like, hey, he said I could skip it. I'm taking it. And so I wanted to take broadcasting and aerospace engineering my senior year because I was still a little undecided. And senior year rolls around, they gave me aerospace engineering. So there's 2 periods, so there's morning and afternoon. I wanted the afternoon so I could do broadcasting in the morning, but they gave me aerospace in the morning and not broadcasting. And now I was like, nope, you know what? I'm not doing it. I'm taking broadcasting. And that was kind of when I decided that was going to be my career path. And originally I wanted to be an editor just because I love editing videos so much. But eventually I turned towards wanting to direct. And then I went to film school for 2 years and I dropped out. Shouts out. But it was really my senior year where I decided that I wanted to make movies. And the thing is, so Tron Legacy, now I'm going to tell that story. So when I first saw Tron Legacy, it was like the coolest thing ever for me. I loved it so much. That's why it's my favorite movie. And thinking about it, I was like, if someone could do that for me, I want to do that for other people. And that was like when I decided I wanted to make movies. Jeremy, when did you decide you wanted to make movies and why?
Well, I'll guess since you told the story of high school, of how you got into broadcasting, I will too. Well, freshman year, I didn't take it at all freshman year or anything like that. I was going to be accounting.
Ew.
I took accounting with people who were on the soccer team with my brother, and like I wouldn't say I was like good friends with them, but because they were seniors, I was a freshman, but we got along, and they convinced it was Grady and Evan, and they were like actually in broadcasting, and they're like I was in accounting with Evan. He's like, hey, you should take this the class, and pretty much convinced me to take it my sophomore year. And I was like, oh, this is pretty fun. I'll take it my junior year as like an elective. Like, oh, this is actually really fun. So I'll take it my senior year. I guess even my senior year, I wasn't really like, this is what I want to do with my life. It was because I was still like applying to colleges for like marketing and like different kind of stuffs or like business or just general business. But the school I eventually ended up going to, they gave me like a free, they literally paid for me to fly down to the school, tour it, and like pay for my food. And I was like, okay, I'm going to this school because this was a cool experience. I really enjoyed the like experience of school, so I'll go to the school. And it just ended up the school had a film program that was kind of what I wanted to do. I wasn't really decided at that point. But then like I just kind of slowly through college was like, wait, I can actually do this for a living. I never really like sat down and thought, oh, I can just edit videos and that's my job. or I can shoot videos, and that's my job. It was always something on the side for me. So kind of, I guess, during college was when I decided I want to make movies.
Hey, cool. Parker, when
Why do you
did
wanna
you
make movies?
decide you wanted to make movies and why?
Uh,
I mean, chances are at some point you're gonna have a hand in making a movie. That's just the company you surround yourself with.
oh
We're
yeah, I'll be.
We're gonna force you.
Yeah, I'll be like, I'll be encouragement. Like every time you guys were
Moral
filming
support.
something, and
We'll
I
just
didn't
put
want to
you-
be in it,
we'll-
and I didn't
we'll
want to
put
help.
you as a credit in all of our movies as moral support. That'll
Am
be
I
like
cre-
that'll be
Am I
like the
credited
thing
in
Mortal Kombat. Yeah, I think
in
you
Mortal
are.
Kombat? Am
That'll
I?
be the thing. Like whenever, like, if like three of us, Jeremy, myself, and Brady, whenever we make a movie, the thing that people will look for, like, are like fans will be like, oh, they always credit this guy in their movies, and you'll be the urban legend or whatever in our movies, because you're always credited.
Okay, cool.
Always,
Deal.
always
I'll take
credited
it.
as the most important person in the process.
Most
That's
important,
like his official.
most important person on set or something like that. You outrank everybody.
Cool. Yeah, let's do it. I like this idea.
Okay. This is another question from my camera is having a field day trying to focus on my face. Maybe.
Maybe.
Focus
It's
on
a
my hand.
possibility.
Wow, that looks really clear. Okay, now focus on me. There we go. Nope. Okay. All right. This is another one from my sister. Greatest movie score ever. Go.
Anything Hans Zimmer.
You gotta
I'm
pick
just gonna
one.
say that. I'm
You gotta
gonna
pick
leave
one.
it at that.
No, you gotta pick one.
Because-
Oh,
There's so many.
Hans Zimmer's not even my favorite composer.
Is it the dude
What?
from Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, Howard Shore.
I will accept that as an answer, but don't you ever diss Hans Zimmer again. Hans Zimmer.
Is that your favorite score? Is Lord of the Rings?
Yeah,
Of course it is. That's his favorite. Just
everything.
theme is Lord of the
It's
Rings.
so it is a very good score.
If he was any more of like a Lord of the Rings fan, he'd go to like Comic Con dressed up as Legolas.
Could you imagine
Chunky
me,
Legolas?
fat Legolas?
You think you'd be a perfect dwarf?
Except
There
he's
you
like
go.
4 feet.
The
tall.
half dwarf. They're like a famous half dwarf. Like half dwarf, half
half-dwarf.
human.
Oh.
No, I
Can
don't
they
think
breed?
so. I don't know. It's never have nothing I've ever come
I
across.
don't know. I don't
I'm
know.
the lore master and I don't even know.
The lore master. Okay. Greatest score ever. See, I like singular scores. It's so hard. Okay.
Hans Zimmer has so
Okay.
many good ones. It is
I have to put
ridiculous.
it up there. I have to put it up there. Tron Legacy.
It is.
I don't know if
of-
it's high.
of-
I don't know if it's the greatest, but it's super good. It's very underrated also.
Okay, I just want to just some of Hans Zimmer's scores: Gladiator, Pirates of the Caribbean, Sherlock Holmes, Inception.
Hans Zimmer
The
didn't do all
Dark Knight.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
He didn't
did
do
the-
all of
he did
it,
the
but
first
he
one.
was one of the credited composers.
Klaus, not for the first movie. He wasn't even credited.
He was for 2. He
Yeah.
collaborated with it on Curse of the Black Pearl.
Yeah. I still give the other guy credit because everything else was
Probably-
inspired off of the first
Inception.
guy.
The Dark Knight, The
Clout.
Lion King, The Da Vinci Code, Interstellar. Wait, is that
Interstellar
twice?
is really good.
Oh no, that wasn't twice. I don't know what that one is. Pearl Harbor, and then you've got.
I love
have you
movie
seen
scores,
what
but
is
I don't
it?
know if I could pick
What's
one.
the movie? What's he did one pretty recently.
'Cause
That
even like
is-
Star Wars, such
Yeah.
a good cinematic score. All of them. But
Okay, let me. What's the one he did
I don't know.
more recently? I really enjoyed. Dunkirk.
that's a
Dunkirk has
that's a
such a good score.
hard
And he also
question.
What?
It's such a hard question.
Oh.
wait, who did? Did he? Who did this? He also did the score for Blade Runner 2049. He helped with it. It's
It is also
not
that's
even
also a
close
good
for
one.
me.
Yeah, I would say he's the best composer of our day, but like just a singular film score. Like if you had to pick one.
Okay, I'm
I
gonna
have
go
no idea.
really off the rails, and it's very personal. But the score for Dunkirk, off the, like at face value, is a good score. But when you get into it, like the stuff they did for it, and so what's the effect they use? It's pretty much where there's three different audio tracks playing at the same time. One of them is constantly rising, one's constantly falling, and one's in the middle. So it sounds like the pace of the music speeds up, but that's just an audio illusion to make it to give more intense to scenes. Is what's the
That's cool. I don't know what the greatest cinematic score of all time is. That's hard. I don't know. I'd say Tron is up there. Star Wars is up there.
Tron?
Interstellar is up there.
Interstellar is good.
Lord of the Rings. I don't know. That's up there.
Okay.
I'll just
The
I'll just
audio
say
effect,
those four.
it's called a
But oh, here's a fun one. Okay, favorite actor and favorite actress. This is also from my sister. Favorite actress, I think mine would be Jessica Chastain. I don't know about favorite actor though. That's a little bit tougher. It might be Harrison Ford, honestly.
I'm gonna go with Carl Urban, and just because of the sheer amount of roles that
I like Carl Urban a
are,
lot.
he's one of those ones where he's like,
What's his name in Lord of the Rings,
No.
Parker?
Who?
Eowyn's cousin, brother, dude.
Yeoman.
Oh, Eomer.
Eomer, that's his
Yeah,
name.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Carl
he's
Urban.
in the boy.
He had a
So-
show.
for
He had a
Ragnarok,
show
Star
called
Trek Beyond.
Almost Human, that was
Yeah.
so good, and it got canceled after one season, and I will never forgive
He's in
ABC or
Riddick,
whatever
Star
it was on for
Trek, Dread.
Yeah, he's in
Please.
the Star Trek movies. He's Dr. Bones, isn't he?
He's in Doom. He's Doom.
Yeah, he's the Doom guy, isn't
He's in
he?
the original
he's
Chronicles
Judge,
of Riddick. He's in
Judge
The Lord of the
Dredd.
Rings. He's in Hercules.
Yeah, I like Carbon. Okay, who's your favorite actress then?
Favorite actress. I don't have like a.
I know Parker's.
But do you know my favorite
no,
actor?
Parker. We already talked about Parker.
Hugo Weaving,
No.
Viggo Mortensen.
No, it's
No. Viggo
from
Mortensen
Pirates
was in
and Lord of the
one
Rings.
good
What's his name?
Wait, what did you say, Parker?
What's his name? It's
Viggo
the
Mortensen's
guy
not
from
like-
Pirates and Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
guy?
What's
Orlando
his
Bloom,
name?
No, not Orlando Bloom.
Orlando Bloom.
Ian McKellen.
Those are like your two.
No.
Is it a Lord of the Rings actor?
He is in Lord of the Rings.
John Rhys Davies.
Nope.
Who else is in Lord of the Rings?
Did everyone else finish what they were finish theirs?
Well, Jeremy
Like
Suss
his
says
two
favorite
favorite
actress.
franchises. Favorite actress is hard for me.
Is your favorite actress Emilia Clarke, Parker?
Yeah.
Why? She's hot.
And she's a good actress.
There it is. Okay, what's your favorite actor, Parker? Well, Jeremy figures out who his favorite actress is.
It is Sean Astin.
Oh!
I love that guy.
Yeah, he's great. Okay, Jeremy, who's your favorite actress?
Very hard one for me. There's so many that are like close, but I wouldn't consider them my favorites. They're like good, but
Okay, pick two.
they don't stand out. Like, I mean, we got like Scarlett Johansson,
That's a good one.
Charlize Theron, Natalie Portman, Jennifer Lawrence. Okay, I'll go with Charlize Theron just because
Charlize
I
Theron.
like a lot of stuff she's in.
Yeah, she's cool. I like her.
I think she's very underrated. I think.
Here's
people.
another one from my sister. Favorite chick flick.
50 First Dates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's the only one I can stand watching.
That's a pretty good one, to be honest. That's Adam Sandler's, right?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I'm trying to think of all the ones I've seen.
Okay, this isn't really a chick flick, and never tell us to my sisters, but it's 10 Things I Hate About You?
That's a chick
It's
flick.
like-
That's 100%
That is
chick flick.
that is
That's a great
the
movie
definition of
though.
a chick
That's a
flick.
great movie.
Okay.
Though.
That is a great movie. It's like my sister's favorite movie, so they watch it all the time. But it's
That's
like one of the movies they watch
I like
a lot.
that movie
I'm
a
like,
lot.
okay, this is a good movie.
That's a great movie. I like that movie a lot. Mine, I would probably say Hitch. I love Hitch. It's a great movie.
I can't say I've ever heard of that one.
Will Smith, the one where he's like the date doctor.
Yeah, I definitely haven't seen that.
You should watch it. You'd probably like it. Okay. Next question. Also, last one from my sister. Favorite fast food meal. This is easy. This is easy for me.
Okay, I already know mine.
Yeah, I know mine. Mine's the
You guys know
munchie meal.
yours.
The munchie meal from Jack in the Box. It's so good.
Wait, which one?
You get to pick whatever sandwich you want. Personally, I like the chicken tater melt or the sriracha curly fry burger. Both great. But then on top of that, you get 2 tacos. You get halvesies fries, so it's half regular fries, half curly fries, and a drink. Also, I don't know if you guys can see this. I mean, people watching. But the night light on my computer turned on, so like my screens are completely yellow. But if you can't, even if you can't, it's bothering me, so I'm gonna turn it off. So you're gonna see it pop up on the screen for a second.
Okay, so the Munchie Meal, let's say, is good. Like the first time I
gosh.
ever had it, I got
There we
it
go.
was like the burger that's also a cheeseburger, or that's a grilled cheese. So there's
yeah.
like an extra.
They took that one away
but they
though.
forgot the meat patty, so it was just a glorified grilled cheese with a bunch
Oh.
of lettuce and tomatoes. And I was like, this is so disappointing.
Yeah, the munch. Oh my gosh, my mouth is watering.
But
The
if I have
Munchie
to
Meal
say
is so
favorite
good.
fast,
And it's only $6
Okay.
after 9 p.m., which it currently
But-
is now, which is a great deal. I'm gonna get some Jack in the Box. Hold on.
I figured you would. Okay, but favorite fast food meal for me, I know I'm gonna get some hate, but also some lovers, is double from In-N-Out, animal style, normal fries with a Sprite.
All my California
No pickles.
listeners are gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, I love him."
I will admit, In-N-Out is overrated, but I view it as so highly rated that it's still my favorite restaurant.
I like In-N-Out. It's cheap and it's good, but it's not the best thing
Mhm.
ever. I will say it's cheap
Okay.
and it's good. That's it.
It's just for me, I moved out of it. Like I had it, I was like a really young kid, and I can kind of remember it. And then moving to Idaho, there's just nothing here, and so just anytime I went on like, it was like whenever we go to soccer tournaments, I'd have it at least once or twice. It was terrible for us, but we'd always have it.
Grande
It's
sausage
so good.
burrito.
From where?
Jack in the Box. I don't think I'm gonna see if they have the munchie meal on here now. What about you, Parker? What's your favorite?
Okay, I don't have like a meal that I don't have a go-to. I get something different every single time I get fast food.
But
So the
when you
only
think of
What do you get the
favorite
most
fast
though?
food meals,
Because you're gonna repeat
what
at
do you-
some point, right?
okay, what is the thing
What do you
you
get the
think you've
most?
ordered the most from fast food?
Jack in the Box tacos. Like
Yes.
actually just
They're
going
so-
there late at like 2 a.m. and ordering like 20 tacos.
Yep.
God, the worst decision they ever made was changing the tacos for two for
They're
a dollar,
$1.29
$2 for
now. Yeah, it's
It's
so
like
dumb.
it's still a really good deal, but it's just a $2 for a dollar.
They finally
it was-
realized that it was too good to be true.
It was too good of a deal because they're like the best non-Mexican place tacos you'll ever get. I'm not saying they're the best tacos, but name another place that's that's not a Mexican restaurant that has a better taco.
I like Jack in the Box tacos more than Taco Bell tacos and Del Taco.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely more than Taco Bell tacos. Taco.
Yeah,
I've
talk
been
about
going to
other stuff.
The Taco Bell dollar menu is like, it's so good.
Dude, I'm so freaking hungry
Dude,
right now.
Taco
Oh my
Bell.
gosh.
Now I'm hungry. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Should hurry up so I
There's
can
some more
eat.
questions. So this comes from Cody Heichman. He's actually one of the students that I taught a couple weeks ago.
Oh gosh.
So I taught them on characters and different types of characters. So he asks, who is your favorite static character from Star Wars? So a static. I'm gonna give you two a lesson. A static character is a character that doesn't undergo any major changes and their emotional state stays the same throughout the story, but they're still a main character. So, for example, James Bond or
Chewbacca.
Sherlock Holmes. Oh, yeah, there you go. Chewbacca is definitely a static character. So, like, James Bond or Sherlock Holmes.
You would consider Chewbacca a static character,
Yeah,
Well, it's because you don't.
even though he has.
he's a main
No,
character,
the way-
but he doesn't
'cause
go through
he's
like
a main
an
character.
arc. He doesn't have any
He doesn't
major
go through an arc, but the way
changes.
but it's also the way his emotions are expressed are through other people. Like it's the only way you get emotion through him is the tone of his like Chewbacca voice, and it is a lot of emotion through that and the way he interacts with people.
R2
but you
and
don't see him
C-3PO would
crying.
also be static characters.
Oh, R2 is a
Um,
banger.
There's not really anyone else in like the main cast that are static.
Yeah, I was like them. 'Cause they
Boba
all
Fett
have,
would
like-
be one, but he's not really a main
Yeah.
character.
I wouldn't say main.
I would
character.
say I'd probably be Chewie would be my favorite static
Chewie.
character.
Every time you see Chewie, you're always like, yes, it's Chewbacca. You've never like, oh, Chewbacca's cool, I guess. It's like, freaking Wookiee. Of course it's going to be sweet.
What about
And
you, Parker?
they somehow always give him, like, he never has any lines, but he has some of the most character.
Who's your favorite static character, Parker?
Just because it's like, well, see, it doesn't really work.
I am buying.
I was
so
gonna
much
say-
food right now.
Just because I've watched a lot of Dragon Ball lately. I was
No,
gonna
from
say
Star Wars.
Oh, it has to be specifically from Star
Yeah.
Wars.
Piccolo would not be static.
What?
Piccolo wouldn't be static though. He'd be a
I know.
dynamic character.
He wouldn't be, but I mean, in Super specifically, he
Oh,
doesn't.
in Super, yeah. Not in Z though. Okay, but yeah, in Star Wars.
No,
Favorite static
okay.
character from Star Wars.
Well, we said like the three main ones already, right? C-3PO, Chewbacca, and
R2, yeah. So you
R2.
just pick.
does that mean I
one.
have to pick C-3PO because he's not mine?
Well, we both said Chewie, so.
Okay. Well, I guess mine would have to be Chewie too, because I love Chewie.
Okay. Next question. This one's from my mother. Shout out to Anna. She said, "When is the new Tron movie coming out?" I don't know. No one knows. It's in development. This is from one of the other students that I taught is Cody's brother, Caleb Heichman. He says, "What do you mostly like about writing?" I like writing, specifically scripts, because I love the idea of crafting stories and worlds and characters and emotional, like, realism. I love powerful emotion in stories, like overcoming pride or fateful lovers or stuff like that. Like, I love Rip Jeremy. I love that so much. So I would say that's like, I just love the aspect of creating. So that's why I like writing. Will you text him, let him know that he's gone?
Yeah, he told me like right before it disconnected. He said his phone died.
Oh, okay. I thought he was plugging it in. Okay. There's another question from Joel. Said, "Did you get all my questions from yesterday?" Yes, I did. We answered them. You're welcome. Ooh, this is a fun one. So there's another one from Lauren. She says, "Would you rather be sprayed by a skunk or shave your eyebrows off?"
I'd rather shave my eyebrows off.
Really? Have you been
Yeah.
sprayed by a skunk before?
I've been around someone who was sprayed by a skunk a week prior.
A week prior, and they still smelled.
You could smell it on them.
They took tomato bath.
I don't know. I didn't ask what they did.
Did they just smell really bad like weed?
It's not like, yeah, like you could smell it on, like if you
Was it,
were to
like,
like
faint?
stand next to them and smell, yeah, but it was there.
Hmm. You would rather shave your eyebrows.
Yep.
Wear like goggles or sunglasses all day.
I just say I'm Goku cosplay, Super Saiyan 3 cosplay.
Just wear a big yellow wig.
Yep.
That's a hard question, Lauren. Thank you for providing us with this dilemma. I don't know. If there is a way for me to like just get sprayed and be done with it the next day, 100% I would go with the skunk, because it'd just be bad for a little bit. But if not, if it's gonna last like 2 weeks, or you shave your eyebrows, you don't know how fast they're gonna grow back because you've never shaved them before. They could take a
That's
while
true.
to grow back. See, I have like thick eyebrows too.
I have to trim my eyebrows very often though.
I do. I have thick eyebrows. Right? It's a Mexican and Indian. Like, I did not get lucky with these hair genes. Like, they're thick. But I don't know if they would grow back quickly. But there would also just be a huge white line where my eyebrows used to be. So I don't know. I think I'd go with the skunk, honestly. I don't think I could do, unless I'd have to wear like a mask all day. Like, I can't do that. Okay. I'd have to go with the skunk. It would suck, but I would have to go with the skunk. This comes from Bodie. Shout out to Bodie. Follow him on Instagram. Go listen to his music on Spotify and iTunes. Very talented dude. And he's really cool. He says, "How strong are you?" I'd say I'm pretty strong. You know?
Okay, I feel like the only good way to measure this, hey, hello, I'm back, is
Welcome back,
through-
Jeremy.
Yeah, I was probably get video back in a little bit, but what is the biggest thing you can take down in a fight?
I
The
think
biggest,
not to like, I'm not trying to be cocky, but I think I could take down someone, you know, and I would be at a disadvantage. I think it wouldn't be a big one, but if you like set me up with someone that was
No,
slightly stronger than me, I think I would still have a chance.
okay, I should have. We talked about this before now on the podcast, but it's what's the biggest animal you can take in a fight?
And oh gosh,
Oh,
I feel like this is a
that's
good way to
hard because
test.
is it like?
It is?
Do I have
Yeah.
like stuff around me, or am I in a blank room, literally just like, you know, fighting a wolf? Like, because the wolf's gonna kill me. It just
The wolf's
depends.
gonna kill you. Okay, you have only melee weapons because I feel like a ranged
can you
weapon
break
is
his
a good
jaw?
test of its strength.
So only melee weapons? I'm gonna have a freaking naginata
But, like,
or
you
something.
You can't have.
Like
I would know swords. It has to be blunt. It can be powerful. Like you could have a crowbar. I think would be too far. But
Like a baseball
solid
bat?
metal pipe, like a baseball bat, or like not like a thin, but like a super thick.
I think it'd
metal
have to be
piece.
your bare fists, because it's how strong are you, not how
Bare-
skilled are you with
But,
a
like,
weapon.
But no, I think with like a baseball bat, it's you weak. You ain't doing no damage with a baseball bat. So I feel like okay, let's
If
go.
I
baseball bat
swung
is
a
the max.
baseball bat and smacked a wolf in the face, you better think that's doing some damage.
Okay, so we'll have two. One with the baseball bat and one without, just fists.
I think we just have to do it with fists, because it's how strong are you.
Just
So
with fists.
just fists, I could maybe take down a large dog.
large. And like, are we talking? Okay, we also are like, is it like the thing we're fighting, and we're basing it off how big it is, or like how strong it is? Because
Well, I
there's
guess
some big things that are pretty weak.
big and strong. I don't know. I guess we're doing both. I would say I could take on a big dog, Because I mean, I'm not also just using my fist. I'm gonna use my
What-
feet too. I'm gonna kick
what-
that thing in the face.
Yeah, no, but okay, what dog would you say?
Well, what big dogs are aggressive? I don't know. Or just, I mean, like, I feel like I could take down.
Taking a pit bull?
I don't know.
I don't think I could take down a pit bull. I feel like the pit would get my throat eventually.
I don't know.
I don't think I could take down a pit bull. I'm gonna be honest.
Maybe I might have to.
Parker's
I might.
not taking it. We ain't taking it.
I might cap out at like a lab. Like, as much as I would hate to
Yeah, I could take a lab.
beat a lab to death, like
Oh, a lab would be.
I think I could beat a lab. So I think I'm at Labrador strength. That's how strong I am, Bodhi. This is the tier list of nature. I'm at lab tier.
What? But also, like, where you fight the animal is really important. Now that I think about it.
No, I'm 100% sure if a rabid lab was trying to kill me, I could beat it.
Yeah, I could beat a lab.
Give us some stats on your actual strength.
Out of 20, what's your strength?
Out of 20, 20 being what, like The Rock?
20 being world weightlifting,
Or 20
strongest man
Just
alive.
20 being the
Strongest man
mountain?
alive. Yeah, 20 being the mountain.
20 being the
And
mountain.
what is, and 1 being a newborn child?
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe a 2 or a 3.
Oh, no, you give yourself more credit, Daniel. I feel
Well,
like
if-
a 12-year-old is a 3.
Okay, well then I
You gotta
don't know.
go and,
I'd be,
like, you gotta go like
so if
major
10
steps.
if 10 is okay, so 10 is the average man.
10. No, I would say 10's a little bit more than the average man.
Okay, so
Actually,
average
no,
man
would
maybe
10
like 6.
No, I'd say I can't. Let's just say 10.
Okay, hold
to
on.
be-
Okay, let's just
make it
think about
easier.
this. The mountain can deadlift 1,500 pounds. The average human cannot.
The average
Cannot
human
dead-
weighs 200 pounds.
Yeah, well, so you take that in half, that would be 10, right? Because this is a linear scale.
Okay, so if you could lift up, if you could
If you
deadlift, what is it,
750
700
pounds,
pounds?
you'd be a 10.
Okay, so if
No,
half of
no,
that
'cause-
would be
no, 'cause
300
then
pounds.
a
I have
one
at
is
one
no-
point deadlifted 300 pounds in my life.
Because then, yeah, that would suck because then a 1 would be deadlifting,
Yeah, I could feel like.
what, 150 pounds? Or
Yeah, so
a
like, I
1
don't
would
feel
be
like this isn't
deadlifting
good.
75 pounds.
Which would not be
Yeah,
a
we're
newborn
using it based
child.
off the deadlift.
Yeah.
No, okay, so it's not. It's a non-linear scale. So I would say
That makes
the,
it
the
way
average man would probably be around 6. So I would probably be around a 6.
Yeah, 6. I feel like Parker 7.
What? That's all I get? Is a 7?
I don't know what your deadlift
above
is.
average. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, 8 max.
Okay, I'm
You
like.
wait, do you deadlift 750?
Cause like 10 and up is like
No,
you
I
get into
can't
like
deadlift
Olympus.
750, but I can.
An 8 is 600 pounds. Can you deadlift
Yeah, I
600
can probably
pounds?
deadlift 600 pounds.
Okay, then you're an
I
8.
have no.
But also, we gotta do like.
But again,
that's
it's
not
not
like the only
linear.
strength. You know, but you just. Okay, so let's say. What would the 10
Well, yeah, you
be
got
able
it.
to
We're
do?
doing all stats. Intelligence, speed, energy projections. Like what are your stats?
We were just talking about strength.
So
We're doing
I would
all
have
stats.
probably
Agil-
slightly below average strength, but my speed and agility would be at least average or slightly above. My intelligence would be probably slightly above. No, more than I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. Okay, I'm gonna say I am smarter than the average person. I know I am. So I'm gonna say it's above average, right? So I think altogether, I don't know. Pair that together.
I
I've
don't
seen
know,
a
I
lot
feel
of.
like-
I've watched a lot of anime, so my fighting skills.
Yeah, that brings you down. Like you lost like 3 IQ points. We
Okay,
all
so let's
did.
do. We'll do the Marvel skill, right? So it's out of 10. So
Oh my gosh.
strength. I'm at a 4. Okay, I'm at a 4.
I feel-
Speed,
Parker-
speed and agility. Give me a 6, right?
Okay, I feel like
Energy
speed and
projection.
agility, you're
I can spit
0.
really far, so I give myself a 1.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Intelligence. I'm gonna put myself at a 7. And then
That's fair.
durability. I would just give me a solid 5 right in the middle, right?
Durability? You're only a 5?
That's average.
Yeah, but no,
I have a
feel
pretty
like-
high pain
okay,
tolerance, but I'm also not. There's not a lot of meat on my bone. Like, you know what I'm
I don't
saying?
know. Okay, for strength, I think have to go with you 6. Like I'm about like slightly above the average, just in terms of strength.
I put 4. I'm one
Oh.
below average. I'm not. I'll give
feel
myself
like-
average. I'll give myself average.
I don't want to. I know. I feel like I'm like just in between, like slightly above average for strength and average. Let's look at like the average deadlift. I feel like that's really important. Or this average.
Okay, here I'm gonna rank you, Jeremy. Okay,
How
so you get
much?
6 for strength, right? So slightly above average, and then next is speed and agility.
Speed.
I'd give you a
Better
7.
be-
I'd give
No,
you a
I-
7.
I'm definitely higher than you.
I give myself a 6.
You gave yourself a 7.
Not for speed.
Okay, I have some stats. I have some statistics.
Okay.
The average male can bench press 187 pounds, squat
Okay.
225,
I
and
can do
deadlift
that.
285.
Wait, which one's deadlift? Is that
Don't look
the
at that.
from ground? It starts on the ground, you go up.
Yeah.
Romanian
I-
deadlift.
Okay, remain. Oh yeah, like RDLs.
You think you can bench 187 right now, Jeremy?
No, the bench is the only one I'm below. I can squat. I've never
225
maxed for the
squats. That's kind of
Yeah, that's
That's
especially
what I-
since we're doing
that's
max.
That's what I squatted
like
my
one rep.
freshman year.
yeah. I was
Yeah,
gonna say
25.
like that's
I have-
yeah.
I haven't worked out during quarantine. I feel like I can one rep 225.
So I would say
easily.
you're a 6 on strength, and then a
I-
7 speed and
6?
agility.
Yeah.
And then
I feel like I'm 7.
Intelligence, I give you a 7. Energy projection, I don't know. I'd probably give you maybe a 1 or a 0.
Is anyone gonna be above a 1?
Can you spit
No,
farther
I-
than me? I don't know. I would give
I
you a
feel
0.
like I don't know. I feel like I'm like.
And then durability,
Would-
I would give you.
would-
I think
How
I
loud
have
can you
5, so
scream?
I'd give you a 6.
How loud can you scream? That's energy projection.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I can yell pretty loud.
Okay, Okay. I feel like energy protection.
Going
What
so
would
long.
what would be a 5? What constitutes a 5?
A
I
5,
feel like-
a key blast would be a 5.
Oh, you do. We're ones. We're all ones. You're above a
Okay,
1. You lie.
okay, Parker. For strength, Parker, I'd give him, yeah, maybe an 8.
Okay, I can
No,
bench
7.5.
press 3
I do
can
7.5.
bench press. I can bench press
No, I'll give you
more
an
than
8. I'll give you
double.
an
I
8.
can bench press about double what the average person can.
Okay, yeah,
I
Yeah,
can
no,
squat
I feel like-
triple what the average person can.
I'd give you
No,
an
I
8
feel
then.
I
like-
can deadlift
Yes.
about.
Because if
2.5
10 is the
times the
mountain,
average.
then it's people
Yeah, I
that
feel
work
like
out
there's-
is 8, Olympic level is 9, and then there's the mountain
Yeah,
is 10.
you're
So you would be
like-
an 8.
I feel there's like one level in between you and the mountain. There's not much because it's 10, but you're definitely an 8.
Okay,
Speed,
so speed and
3.
agility, I'd give you'd
Oh,
probably be
hold on,
you'd be a
guys. I
4.
know I'm large,
You'd be a
but
4.
I am
You ain't
fat.
You're not agile though.
Speed and
No,
agility.
That is my conditioning is bad, but I'm very agile for how large I am. That is what I
Yeah,
For
train.
how
you'd be a
large
4.
you are,
Then.
though.
You'd be a 4.
You're a max 4.
I would say you're a 4 in speed and agility.
Okay, let's
and
give
then
him a 4.
second
We're-
or
we're-
third
we're gonna
is
we're gonna
energy
run-
projection, which
We're
you'd
gonna
be a
run
1.
40s and do 5-10-5s when I get back. We're gonna see who wins.
You'd be a
I'm
1
beating you.
in energy projection.
No, you probably are.
And then
Yeah.
durability, you'd probably like a 6 or a 7.
Okay, think about how my
I feel like
job
it's-
is to headbutt people.
Yeah,
Like,
but
that's what I.
But you.
do
So
for
how
a
many
living.
concussions? have
big
you
suit of
done?
armor, you take
A
that off.
lot.
What are you? Right?
No, like I headbutt people
So
without my helmet all the time. Like that's what we do.
That's
so,
Okay,
like,
you're
that's
an
why
8.
your intelligence is at a 2.
It's 3.
No, your
Oh, we
intelligence
for-
would
we
be higher
forgot-
too. Your intelligence would probably be 7.
No, yeah, he's not. No, because there's like. You got,
I
like,
do
a
pretty
wit
well
to you
in
and-
school.
Yeah, so I'll just
You know,
I'll give him
what
a
I'll
7.
do. Maybe he's
So, like-
7.5 because he is technically a med student, so he knows the weak points.
But is he a cool?
Yeah.
But that would be for like fighting.
Go for the
stuff.
jugular.
I feel like Parker.
I'd give him a 7 for intelligence.
Okay,
Oh, we should have like
I
kept
feel like we're
score.
all-
Okay, we'll go through it again and
we're
we'll,
all-
we'll
no,
keep the
This
score.
is taking
This is
so long.
Why
Now I
are
want to
we
know
on
we have to know who's the strongest. Okay, so the
This
first
isn't
one is
like your
strength.
energy projection.
Strength, I gave myself a 5, right? And then for intelligence, it was a 7. For energy projection, it's a 1. For strength, speed, agility, energy projection, intelligence is a 7. And then durability, I gave myself a 4, right? Okay, so I'm at 24. So Jeremy, your strength was 6, and then your intelligence is 7. Energy projection is 1. Speed and agility was 6.
I feel like I'm 8
for
speed and agility. Yes,
no,
because
you
like
play soccer. Yeah. Okay, so I'll give you an 8.
Like, there's you. Okay, if we take Usain Bolt as
and then
a 10,
durability. Your durability would be more than me, so it'd be like a 6.
It'd be 6.
So you're at 28. So you're ranked 4 points higher than me.
But I feel like speed and agility. You'd be. What'd you give yourself for speed and agility? You say 7?
No, I think I gave myself a 5.
I feel like you're like at least 27. I feel like speed and agility.
So my agility would be
definitely-
what, 7?
Yeah, I feel like you should be like a 26.
I'll take that. I'll take that. 27. Okay. So then Parker.
No, because you're pretty fast. I mean, I would consider myself faster than you just because, but like there's certain things you're probably a little bit more agile. But so I feel like 7's fair.
I think I can jump higher than you.
Yeah, you
I
can
don't
definitely
think you
jump
can
higher.
run. I think you run faster than me though. Parker. Okay, so your strength was 8. Your intelligence was 7.
7.
Your speed and agility, we gave you a 4.
I still think a 3.
Energy projection is 1. And then durability 8. Is that all the stats?
Yeah, that was only.
Okay, well then he would tie you. He'd be 28.
Oh.
So you two are tied, and then I'm a point behind.
Parker, short term, beating me any day of the week. Long term, if like I can get the fight going on, I have a chance. That's what we learned today.
Yeah, we all have a chance at beating each other. It's just,
but like I don't think this is like a fair like estimate like a fight because like you put me against Parker. I'm
The
losing
question had to
90.
do with strength, first of all. Like we're so
okay.
far away.
Here's
from the
here's
question.
another question from Bodhi, and this question will tell you everything you know about his sense of humor. How many do you have, and where do you keep them? I've got a lot.
2 and down low.
Some over here. I got a lot. What about you, Parker? How many do you have, and where do you keep them?
I have no clue what you're talking about.
He's got none. He's got none. There ain't
You ain't got
nothing
none. You got none. You got
there. He ain't got
none.
none.
You got nothing to, you know.
Dude, if we were to rank how much you got there out of 10, you get a 0.
All right. Last question from my man Javion. This one's directed towards me. He says, "When's the next food review?" I just put one up a few days ago, but I don't know when the next one is. But stay tuned. Follow me on Instagram at Nathan Jeremiah.
We should do a live one of these in Discord where we all get the same food.
Let's all get a grande sausage burrito. We'll do it right now.
Oh wait, I can't.
Oh, there's no Jack in the Box. What you could do, KFC or Domino's.
Yeah, we got
do one.
KFC, we got Domino's.
We need to do one during Christmas at least.
Yeah, we could do one. Yeah, I don't know when the next food review is, but yeah, all right. Well, those are all the questions that we had. So, well, actually, I'm gonna look, see if anyone maybe add one more. Actually, no, I have a lot more, but we have to do like 3 more because they'll get mad at me if I don't answer any of their questions. Okay. Let me find some. One of you have never. I can answer this. Chick-fil-A or Cane's? Chick-fil-A, 100%.
Chick-fil-A.
What is Cane's?
Exactly.
Cane's is
They're like chicken fingers.
They're good, but like I had it in Arizona.
Parker and I talked about this the other day. Would you rather be a spoon or a fork? Why not both?
Why not both? Yeah, sports are the best.
Okay. So I think someone asked us this last year, but we can actually answer this because Parker's seen it. If you could be a bender from Avatar, what element would you bend?
I would be an airbender.
Parker would be Earth.
It would be an Earth.
I would be fire.
You'd be fire.
100% would be fire.
What would Brady and Ben be is important.
Ben
Brady
would probably
waterbender?
No, Ben would probably be a waterbender. Brady would be an earthbender, 100%.
Oh,
I think Ben might be a waterbender.
Why he's water or he's like a
Well, he's dark
weird
like
fire.
the water tribe. No, he's a waterbender. He's from Hawaii. Or he's
yeah.
his family's Hawaiian. Yeah, he'd be waterbender. Okay.
Polynesian. Is that the correct term? I don't know.
Yeah, Polynesian. Let's see. I'm
You
not
got a
gonna
funny
answer
one?
that. Yeah, I'm not gonna answer that question.
Let's do it.
Wait, where'd it go? Shoot, where'd it go? Oh, how long do you sit on the toilet for while pooping?
What time of day?
Yeah, what
Like in
time
the
of day
morning
is
when I have stuff to do.
This is for you, Dylan. I hope you're watching.
It's pretty fast, but if it's like at
Okay,
night,
the morning dump. The morning
morning dump,
I don't take a lot of
Like-
morning dumps, I'll be honest.
I'm sorry to all the women that
Like-
are watching or listening right now.
I don't.
women also poop.
They poop
Right.
too.
Wait,
don't act.
No, they don't. Don't play no games.
Where
with
does
me.
it Kim Jong
That's
Un
gross.
style and they work it off?
All right. I'm gonna.
I don't know how long
I
it
can't believe
takes
it.
me.
So maybe
Maybe 5 minutes in the morning?
a solid
Pretty
30
fast.
minutes. A solid 30 minutes.
But no, 30
Not a
minutes to
liquid 30
poop?
minutes. A solid 30.
I will take
What?
It'll take me 30 minutes if I'm pooping late in the evening
What?
and I have nothing to do and I'm just chilling.
No, you guys do not take 30 minutes. I do not.
I'm just sitting on my phone taking my time.
Yeah,
Don't rush
you-
me.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's say
No phone?
no, it's
10 minutes. Phone
10.
30.
Dude, with the phone, it's like 15 max for me. I don't know what you do there.
You're not eating enough, boy.
No, because like after 10 minutes, my legs fall asleep. I'm like, why am I here?
Yeah,
Do I hear legs falling
You get
asleep?
those. You get those.
Sit up straight.
You get the circles on your legs from your arms resting on them, right?
Okay,
This is real talk, right? This is real talk. here
okay.
on the
I
podcast.
do take a lot.
How long
of,
have we been recording?
Almost 2 hours.
It's been a good 2 hours.
Holy crap.
Oh, okay. Here's a good, like, an actual, real talk question. When do you think
What are you
we'll be
talking
able to stop wearing masks?
Beginning of 2022.
Yeah,
2022,
a
really?
long time.
I'll want
It'll
mask
be
in my car. Even if a vaccine comes out, there's going to be all those people who don't get them. And so they're going to somehow spread it to people who have a vaccine. There's going to be some super, I just hope it doesn't turn into a flu where there's like a new version every year. That would suck.
Yeah, someone said yesterday, it was like, even if we do, coronavirus ends this year, we'll probably still be wearing a mask for another year. And I was like,
I've got to the point where I don't mind it as much. Like, I'm just one of those, especially in Idaho, where it's like
It's pretty
everyone's
lax.
anti-mask,
yeah.
and so it's like, I just wear your mask, please.
All right, I don't want to get
I don't-
super political, but okay. Those are all the questions we have. Thank you, everyone who sent us a question. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. I think we got to everyone's question. So,
Wait, what questions did I miss?
You
no,
missed
it was
one.
the strength one. That was the one that we did. Well, but that's the show. Thank you so much for watching this time or listening. If you're on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. We hope you find time out of your busy schedule to come back and listen to us next week. I just want to say thank you again for everyone that's stuck with us for these 2 years. We're only going up from here. And whenever, this takes off, you can be like, I was listening to them from the beginning. Because, everybody loves clout and being
We gotta
there
actually
first.
make content for that to happen.
Well, again, so thank you so much for listening. We hope you find time out of your busy schedule to come back and listen to us next week. But come on, we all know you've got nothing better to do. So if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to hit the little bell to get a notification every time we post a video or an episode. And if you're on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, make sure to leave a review and tell a friend. It really helps us out. And that's the show. We will see you all next week. Bye-bye.
I'm
Parker,
waving
Parker wave.
physically and metaphorically, but you can't see.
Bye-bye.